Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Once the door is locked, there is no way out. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Rules for the Path of Perdition. You have in your right hand a key. Each room on this path has 2 doors. Use the key to lock the door you entered through before moving into the next room. The locked door will disappear, and the next door will be unlocked. Always keep your eyes forward. To look back is to be lost forever. Do not stop moving forward once you have begun. Do not stop or move backwards. If you do, the path will no longer lead you to the same ending. Ignore any sights, sounds, smells, feelings, sensations, and entities in the rooms. They will lead you astray. Do not leave anything behind. This includes your possessions, limbs, and humanity. We reserve the right to claim anything you leave behind. Do not take anything from the path with you when you reach the exit. This includes objects, beings, beliefs, and memories. We reserve the right to repossess you if you break this rule. To avoid forming memories through sensations, you should disable your sight, hearing, smell, and taste. To that end, we have provided you with a helpful knife, which you will now find in your left hand. Do not remove your sight until after you have read all of the rules. Your sense of touch is harder to remove with a knife, so we recommend using the 3rd room on the path, the Room of Fire, to burn away your skin's nerve endings. Pain is temporary, your soul is eternal. Do not listen to your legs. They are liars that will try to convince you that you have not taken a single step. If they persist in their dishonesty, use the knife to remove a single toe from each foot. That will show your legs who is in command. If you think these rules are impossible to follow, then you are correct. The path of perdition is not meant for humans to walk. Congratulations on being smart enough to read all of the rules before taking any permanent action. You may leave through the door you entered through without suffering any physical, mental, or spiritual harm. Oh, dear. Did you lock that door when you read Rule 1? Once that door is locked, there is no way out but forward. Now you must attempt to follow the other rules and make it out. Good luck! Story 2. Variant Oaks Thalassophobia Triplets. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Orientation. The Sonata Siren. Anomalies names: Scylla, Charybdis, and Cymopolia, the Thalassophobia triplets. Status: officially unclassified, unofficially red. Description: the triplets are 3 immortal sea monsters responsible for the area known as the Briar's Triangle. Any ships who enter this area are likely to be attacked and sunk by these monstrous sisters. Other forms of transport that pass by them are not much safer, with many airplanes being brought down in the triangle. Scylla takes the form a sort of giant sea sphinx. Her top half resembles a beautiful young maiden, with the only unusual features being the gills on her neck and her blue-green hair. Below her torso is a sort of living skirt of dog heads connected to her waist by their stretched-out necks. Beneath her skirt she has a long fish-like tail, often assorted with mermaids. Scylla does not seem able to control the dog heads attached to her waist, whose necks will stretch to allow them to chase prey. She does not seem bothered by this, as she uses her attractive naked top half to lure in sailors so that her dogs can devour them. Charybdis' body resembles a large lamprey/eel/squid hybrid creature, with her most noticeable feature being her oval sucking disc mouth full of horn-shaped teeth. She swallows up huge amounts of water through her mouth, causing huge whirlpools which suck ships to the bottom of the sea. Charybdis can expel the absorbed water through her long tentacles in the form of jets of liquid that can knock people off ships, similar to how an archerfish knocks bugs off branches. Cymopolia resembles a titanic humanoid with 50 heads which cover every part of her large torso and 100 arms. Some of her heads are so sunken into her body that they barely protrude, whereas others form large protrusions such as the gelatinous faces that cover her otherwise uncovered breasts. Cymopolia's heads exhale huge gusts that causes storms. Her mighty hands strike the sea, causing tidal waves. History: These sisters were once nymphs who were unfortunate enough to pass by the island where the siren Meliria had isolated herself. Meliria's songs warped the body of anyone unfortunate who to hear them. Normally, a person who hears the siren's voice shrink into small and harmless members of her chorus. The nymph's own supernatural abilities mixed badly the magic of Meliria and turns them into gigantic monsters instead. The Thalassophobia nymph's locations relative to this island form an equilateral triangle with each sister always about 10 miles away from each other except for rare convergence events. The sisters circle, triangle, around the center of the triangle attacking anything that gets close to the island. The collective had hoped removing the siren whose songs they adored would calm down these sea creatures. Instead, they have only gotten more aggressive, often randomly expanding the size of their triangle as they search for Meliria. We have not been able to bring them in because the Northern Union uses them as guard dogs and consider them a landmark. The collective will occasionally send a research team to collect information about them. Rules for interacting with Scylla. Scylla typically keeps her terrifying lower half submerged so she can lure in her prey with her attractive upper body. Don't get closer to her. There is no known limit to how far the necks of the dog heads attached to her waist can stretch. They hunt by scent rather than sight, so try to disguise your scent with scented materials provided by the collective. If her dogs close in on you, attack their necks. They are more fragile than the heads. Beware that the heads removed from the necks stay alive for quite some time. The necks will eventually grow new heads. Rules for interacting with Charybdis. Beware of your boat drifting. Her whirlpools can draw unaware vessels closer before they even realize it. The jets of water she shoots from her tentacles are powerful enough to separate flesh from bone. Try to stay behind cover if she has noticed your boat. Charybdis tentacles are typically used for sniping, but if you get close enough, she will use them to drag your boat into her gaping mouth. Rules for interacting with Cymopolia. Cymopolia's eyes on all her face is fully functional, so it is almost impossible to sneak past her. Don't try it. Her arms are longer than they look, so beware of them. Try to grabbing your boat from under the water. The storms and tidal waves she generates are extremely dangerous, but can be used to push back her sisters if they are chasing you. Rules for interacting with all three triplets. Scylla is generally agreed to be the least dangerous of the three sisters to those who know about her alluring trap. Charybdis is generally accepted to have the worst senses of the three sisters, so she is the one you will have the best odds of sailing past without being noticed. Cymopolia is generally thought to be the dumbest of the three sisters, so you might be able to trick her. Rehabilitation goals. The Thalassophobia triplets do not fall under the collective's remit, so we have no rehabilitation goals for them. However, if a certain siren, after learning to control her powers and being classified as a type green, wants to return them to their beautiful humanoid nymph forms, that is not our concern either. Story 3. View Cinema welcomes you. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Welcome to View Cinema, and thank you for purchasing your ticket. As we are proudly one of the top 5 cinemas in the country, we have some rules we kindly ask you to follow. Dependent on where you purchased your ticket, the actions taken for this rule may differ. If your ticket was purchased online, less than a week ago, on 19/03/1983, or your online server was Greg, please locate screen number 5 and seat yourself in the very middle row and seat. This will be up to you to calculate, as we have found that the number of rows and seats available can vary 153. Alternatively, if you bought your ticket inside the cinema, please locate the screen and seat stated on your ticket. If your ticket seems different to what you asked for, follow the ticket. They think you will benefit from sitting here. They didn't like your choice. Sit in your seat quietly, and hurry, they don't appreciate truancy. If you have brought your own snacks, please share with others in the crowd. No one likes a selfish audience. They will punish anyone unwilling to share. Do not bring wine gums. If you would like to purchase a snack with your ticket in the cinema, please ask Diane for chili popcorn and pay her 5 to 23 in any currency. She may give you any snack, and you must thank her and eat it. Only speak to Diane about snacks. They don't like serving snacks. The money must be exact. If at any point you do not have exact money, please ask about our chosen charity, and offer all change to go to such charity, even if you do not like that one. There is no charity, this is the only alternative to exact cash. We do not accept card. They do not like the card reader noises. When you are ready at the screen, the adverts will begin before the film. Do not look at the screen during this time. They do not want you to watch adverts, you came to watch a film, they are testing your loyalty to your ticket. If the film playing is high society, even if it isn't on your ticket, go to sleep immediately. They like high society, and do not want to share the experience with anyone. If the film playing is correct, enjoy it. This is not a courtesy, but a command. You must enjoy your film, as the ticket you are holding asks you to. They expect you to listen to the ticket. If the credits begin to roll early, or begin with director Wesley Francis, do not leave. This is a trap. They are testing your will and attention to the film. You must immediately begin listing as many characters from the film as you can remember. If you can name enough to please them, they will continue the film and you have earned their respect. But not guaranteed safety. When the real credits have rolled, and you have watched them all, it is only respectful, you must give a hearty round of applause. They have worked hard to present this film for you and you should appreciate this. When it is time to leave the cinema, locate the farthest exit and take the longest route there, and they expect you to admire the architecture of the cinema. Ensure you can be heard audibly complimenting the building, decorations, and excellent maintenance of the cinema. This pleases them and they will more likely allow you to survive. If you see a white security camera, hide your face and run to the exit, they will follow you. If the camera is black, smile and wave directly at it, they will like this and take it as a compliment. If the camera is another color, or is blinking a green light, you will not find any exits, they are sealed. They are coming after you, so hide until morning, or accept your fate. When you are using the doors, do so silently and respectfully, and do not look back. Do not hold the door for anyone, as this is how they escape. You do not want them to be loose around the world. They do not like the chaos, and would like to control it. Pick up any litter you may see on your way out, it is rude for others to leave litter, and this shows your appreciation and understanding for their work here. Or it is a test, and they will find you if you fail. We here at View Cinema thank you for your cooperation, and would like to wish you an enjoyable viewing. Thank you for choosing View Cinema. Regards, the View Cinema team. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.